Welcome back to another CG Figures tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to make quick cross-section spheres in Blender that you might use for showing the layers of the Earth, or for cells or vesicles. I'm going to go ahead and use the default cube for shading reasons. We'll start out by grabbing it and then hitting Ctrl+5 to add a subdivision surface. Come over to the modifier properties and apply that modifier. Now, zooming in, you can see this is not really a perfect sphere. To fix that, we're going to tab into edit mode. With everything selected, we'll hit Shift, Alt, and S, and in the top corner you can see something that says To Sphere on the left side. I'll hit 1 on my keyboard, and then hit Enter, and that will actually make this a perfect sphere. From here, I'm going to come into any orthographic face with 1, 3, or 7 on the number pad. I'll use 1. Alt-A to deselect everything, and then 3 for face select. Now, in solid view, what this means is I could simply grab all of these, and I'd have all of the front faces, so I'd have a hemisphere. Again, if I wanted to, I could simply grab all of the top faces, and then I would have a quarter of this entire sphere. If this approach does not work perfectly, simply come around to the side, hit Shift, and click on any squares that you may have missed. And the last example, of course, is simply dragging along this little axis, kind of following the X and Y, and trying to grab those faces. Don't grab these underside faces, we don't want those, so just these right here. And again, we'll check, we'll see that we missed one, so Shift and left click, and now we have those faces. All we are going to do from here is simply hit X and delete the faces. Now you can see we have this nice little cross section. We'll start with the hollow version that has a bit of an edge thickness. Right click and shade smooth. By using a subdivision surface of 5, we've actually made this smooth enough that we don't need any other subdivision, and that's good because subdivision tends to not play well with these little corners. So we're going to add a modifier, namely a solidify, and we'll drag this out a little bit. You can see this doesn't look great right away. But if we want a hard edge, we can simply come down to Object Data Properties, Normals, and enable Auto Smooth. This will give us a nice hard edge, no problem there, figure done. If you want this edge to be a little bit softer, you can uncheck the Auto Smooth, come back to the Modifier Properties, grab your object, tab into Edit Mode, hit 2 for Edge Select, and then hit Alt, and click any of these edges here. And that should select this entire ring. From there, we'll hit N, and we'll drag the mean bevel weight from 0 to 1. Now I'll simply add a bevel modifier, and I will change the limit method to weight, bring the segments to 2, drop the offset to 0.01, and on top of all of this, I'll add a subdivision surface modifier of 2. And now tabbing back out, you can see in object mode, this is our finished figure. It looks not bad. If we want to add a little visual interest to this by having the edge look a little warped, as you might see for a nucleus or something, simply add a displacement modifier, click New for texture, click this little button that says Show Texture in Texture tab, and then change the type to Clouds. This is way too strong, so come back to the modifier properties and bring the strength down to about 0.05. You'll notice that we have some shading issues on this edge. To fix that, simply move the displacement above both the subdivision and the bevel. And just like that, we would have our finished figure. And this would work for any offset that you might cut. So be it a hemisphere, be it a quarter, an eighth, all of that will work, no problem. Next, let's talk about the version where this entire part is solid. You might think that by simply hiding the displacement, I could just bring the solidify all the way in. However, that's actually not going to work after a certain point, and you can see it's introducing these unusual little shading issues. The way that we're going to solve this problem is we're going to simply remove the solidify. Now we've actually kept our bevel and our subdivision. We're actually going to get rid of this displacement as well. We'll tab into edit mode, and you can see we don't need this mean bevel weight to be 1 anymore. Actually we do, but we don't want it to be when we're extruding. So we're going to hit E, and then right click to drop that in place, hit S to scale, and if we try and scale in, you see bringing to the median point is actually going to bring it somewhere into the center of this face. We don't want that. What we want is to actually bring it into the middle where the 3D cursor is. So hit period, and then choose 3D cursor. Now, if we hit S to scale that in, or if we hit E to extrude, right click to drop it in place, and S to scale that in, you'll see it's actually going to bring it to that exact center. I usually like to do a few cuts here because it helps me set up textures later on. So E, S, E, S, E, and S. And for this last one, what I'm going to do is simply hit S and then 0, and that will bring everything to the same point. Now, I already have the bevel and subdivision set up from before, so this actually has reasonably soft edges that don't look too bad. Again, if I wanted to, I could simply bring this bevel down to 0.05. You'll notice that the bevel actually isn't doing anything right now because I have to set up the edges again. So simply 2 for edge select, Holding down Alt and Shift, click this edge, and this edge, bring the mean bevel weight back up to 1, and now you can see our bevel is acting. We have this little nice offset, a 0.05. We'll give a bit of a tighter, smooth edge. If we don't want the smooth edge, you could hide the bevel, hide the subdivision, and then simply enable auto smooth, and this will give us that nice cross section. And just like that, we have nice, simple cross sections in Blender. The last thing I want to talk about is for this version, if you want to add the displacement, let's actually keep it smooth. In this case, you can see now we have all this extra geometry inside. We don't want any of these to actually be selected. And so the way that I'm going to solve this problem is I'm simply going to drag a box over here. Then I'll hit Control plus a few times until I've grabbed all of these edges. I'll hit Control I to invert that. Come down to the Object Data Properties, add a vertex group, assign all of these vertices, and adding back in that displacement that we had before, and again setting it up with a new texture, type clouds, and a lower strength. Now you can see, again, these edges don't look great. We'll bring it up, put it over the bevel and the displacement. Now our internal part is also being displaced a little bit, but we can simply, for vertex group, choose the group that we had, and this interior part will be a little bit smoother now. If you move that vertex group further away from this edge, that effect will be more or less pronounced. Those are the basics of how to set up these cross-section spheres in Blender. You can either have the hollow or the completely solidified versions. In a future video, I'll show a little bit of texturing tricks for how you can get some of the looks that you may want for this. But until then, if you found this useful, consider subscribing, sharing with your friends and colleagues. Hopefully use it to go make some figures. And until next time, you have yourself a great old day.